I Die TV. Watch and subscribe on YouTube and listen on your podcast platform.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here. Now be sure to watch Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV by subscribing on YouTube and following them on social media for all the latest Leicester City news and information. Come on you foxes!
Strap yourself in because we're set up, switched on and ready to go.
Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's live.
Good evening, fellow Fox fans. How the devil are we? Warm? Sweating like a pig in a butcher's shop? Well, you're not the only one, I'll tell you. It is I've got windows open, my back passage is undone, but you know, that's just my personal problems. And if you saw what we were talking or heard what we were talking about before we came live, you'll know I've got one or two others. Good evening. It is Leicester Till I Die TV live on YouTube. As I say, Leicester Till I Die TV. Thanks a lot for all your support. The subs have gone up. My cry for help worked. You've come out and supported us. We just need that little extra push just to get us to the 1,000. If you are on YouTube, press all my buttons. I might have had the snip, but I still like my buttons to be pressed. Twitter at Leicester TID. Facebook Leicester Till I Die the group. We're all over the place. And if you go onto the Twitter, there's a big page now of all the links, one page with every single link on. What are we doing tonight, I hear you ask? What are we doing tonight, Chris? Well, let me tell you, seeing as you did ask, we're doing this.
It's the Big Fat Football Quiz with Leicester Till I Die TV.
So you think you know your football?
Well, let's see.
You do realize I'm only dragging this out to make the contestant feel that bit more nervous tonight, because I know he is nervous. And if you're wondering who we got, we had Leicester guy last week. He set the standard. Hopefully, he set a very high standard. Although obviously that we'll have to wait and see. But he started with 44 points out of a possible 60. We used to seeing that Leicester top of the league, aren't we? Tonight, we've got another team member, not Leicester this time. We've got this gentleman here, Dan, who is joining us. What a lovely picture that is, Dan. But let's bring him in. Let's see if we can stop him sweating and say hello, Daniel.
Hey, mate. You all right?
hey, you can't tell the difference.
No, honestly, thanks for having me on. I'm looking forward to it. And as you say, you used to see Leicester at the top of the league, but then towards the end of the season, they do drop. So we'll see.
Oh, I tell you what, remember the conversation we had before. They're not the only things that drop. But let me just say, you're not worried, are you?
I wouldn't say worried, but I am nervous. I am nervous because I don't know what's coming. So that's a good. Sometimes it's a blessing in disguise.
Let me just calm your nerves a little bit. Never let it be said I'm biased and trying to put the opposing.
It's all right. I'm surprised you managed to get that pumpkin stencil over your belly foot shot.
It was tight. I'm going to be honest with you. Going to say good evening to Ankit, RC by Ann Chelsea Fan TV. Where am I? You're nowhere at the moment, mate, because you're not coming on till the 2nd of August. He's already nervous, so can relate to Dan. Ankit, you've got like 2 weeks yet, you know. You've got a fan here. You've got a fan here. My daughter there.
Thank you, Heather.
But she has just tested negative, so I don't think her mind is where it should be. And yeah, everybody, we get the Ed Sheeran comments. We get the Ed Sheeran comments. He gets it a lot. Talking about getting it a lot, let's say good evening to our Magnus Magnuson of Leicester Till I Die. Good evening, Craig.
Good evening, Dan. Good evening, Chris. And of all the quiz masters you could have chosen for, you've gone for the one who's dead. Thanks very much, mate.
I don't know why, but as I brought you in, that was the one that sprung to mind.
Yeah.
You know, I could have said Bruce Forsyth. He's no longer with us either.
No. Any others you want to drag up from the grave, Chris, before we get going?
Larry Grayson.
No, you can leave him there.
TM.
Good
evening, TM. Don't forget, Tommy from Tommy Talking Balls is on Wednesday for the Spurs version of this. So let's just quickly run through the rules so that everybody's clear. We can all sing from the same hymn sheet. What we're going to do is contestants must all be on camera, as unfortunately Dan is there, and answers, although you're not on a timer, if you're going to be taking sort of 15 minutes to answer one question, we can time you out. So there's 20 questions, maximum of 6 points. We're going to start with the Leicester City ones because you've got one of the lifelines is Ask Me, so it's better to get me before we know how you're doing, and then nobody can accuse me of corruption. Because I'm not UEFA or FIFA here. Do you know what I mean? But my middle name is Sepp. Then you got 5 away general football questions worth 3 points each. You finish with the easy ones. 10 home questions worth 2 points each. And you have got the 3 lifelines there, Dan. 1 Ask Chris. And I'll tell you something, I know less than Jeremy Clarkson. 1 second guess. Remember that, Craig. You get a second guess.
Yeah.
And one switch question. So how are we feeling? Are we ready and ready to hit the heights?
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting how it goes, Dan, because obviously, it was a bit easier for me setting questions for a Leicester fan. So it could go either way with you. It could be either that I've set them far too easy and everyone else is going to suffer on the back of it, or I've set them too hard and I'll have to make it a bit easier, but we'll see. So you may, even though you can't really do much with it, you may get lucky tonight, Dan.
Hey, bloody hell, about time.
Let's hope Kate's not watching, but it has been said. It has been said with Dan that it could go either way many times. And he is taking over Brad's job as Jesus there, because he looks like he's the second coming with that bright light behind him,
I know, I've tried to shut the blind and everything.
Yeah.
God is shining on you. Are you sure?
I also think if we're doing these Leicester questions first, I may have to tighten these up a little bit because these are far too easy for Chris. So you've definitely got one of these right, Dan. Okay,
right.
If you use Chris,
can I just say, Dan?
I always use Chris.
He does. It's why I walk funny. Are you all right in there? Because obviously you are ginger. Are you okay with that sunlight there?
I'm all right. I've got some liquidation. I'm okay.
I'll just wait for the hate abuse to come in now. And here's the missus. Here's the missus. Good evening, Kate. Good luck, Quizmaster. Glad to see you sweat now. You're on the other end and not asking the questions. Oh, Dan. She likes to see you sweat, Dan.
She does.
Move on. Right, so round 1. Let's ring those bells and let's get going.
Okay, here we go. Right, Dan. Leicester questions worth 5 points each. Number 1. Which member of the Leicester's Premier League winning squad cost £400,000 from Le Havre?
The Premier League winning squad.
Yeah.
Was it Riyad Mahrez?
Are you asking me or are you telling me, Dan?
I'm going to go Mahrez.
I would as well. Correct. Riyad Mahrez. A snip.
I don't say a snip. That's what we were talking about.
Okay, well done. Question 2. Against which club did Jamie Vardy break the Premier League record for scoring in consecutive games?
Oh, I've got 2 clubs in mind as well. I want to say one, but my mind's telling me say the other.
There is a second guess clue that you could.
True.
More than asked, Chris.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll use my ask, Chris.
Oh, the answer is goat. Sorry, that was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, wasn't it? I do believe it was Manchester United.
Oh, for God's sake, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it is indeed Man United.
I was torn between Man United and Arsenal for some strange reason.
Yeah, no, it was definitely Man United because obviously he took the record from Van Nistelrooy as well, so it's quite apt. Yeah,
I can relax now.
You can. This question is far too easy then. Before moving to their current stadium, where did Leicester play their home games?
With, oh my God. I agree with what Matt said the other day. You know, when you put on the spot. Was it Filbert Street?
It was Filbert Street. Well dragged up.
I was.
Question number 4. Who was Leicester's manager before Brendan Rodgers?
I'm second guessing myself now because I don't know. I'm sure there was someone between Ranieri, but then I'm also thinking there wasn't. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go Ranieri. I can't think. If I had to have a wild stab at the dark, I'd have said Pearson again.
Okay, well, Ranieri is incorrect. Now, you can either go for a second guess or I can tell you. I'm not jumping in, Chris. So you see, I've learned.
No, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Oh my God.
So you can either go second guess or you can save that lifeline.
I'll save it. I have got a name in mind, but can't remember the last name, and I think it's that Craig fella, but I'm not too sure of his last name.
Yeah. It wasn't me, I can assure you.
Yeah. You've named about every recent manager apart from the one. I was like thinking, I know the ones you've read out. That's the second guess. Don't go for it.
It was actually Claude Puel.
Oh, yeah, it were.
Yeah.
He completely evaded my memory, to be fair.
Yeah. So well done on not using your second guess, because that would have been a waste.
Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit.
And finally in this section, unless you switch the question, who scored the goal that sealed Leicester's Premier League victory when Chelsea played Spurs?
So who scored Leicester's last goal or the goal between Chelsea Spurs?
Yeah, who scored the goal that sealed Leicester's Premier League victory in the Chelsea Spurs game?
I have a feeling that the goal scorer must have had ties to Leicester, otherwise it wouldn't be a Leicester question. So I'm torn between. No, it won't have been in them. I'm just gonna go Kante.
Do you want your second guess?
No.
No. It was a Leicester question purely because on the back of it, we won the league. It was actually Eden Hazard
Right.
who scored the equaliser against Spurs. Them dropping the 2 points meant we won the league.
Happy days.
Yeah, indeed. Right.
Can
So
I
that's
just say, before we do the scores here, just going to go through some of the answers. And Kit, looking at your answers, I know you're worried about when it's your turn. I would be. It would be. Kante for Mahrez. He then said Mahrez is a good guess. Yes, it was, because it was the right one. He said Liverpool for Man United. Well done. And we've got it, in fairness to him, he did get this one right, Claude Puel. He then, nice questions. Yeah, no, you're not doing very well, Ankit. You know? Tycho got it right with Hazard. Hazard the GOAT. And Kate, he doesn't know it all after all. Dan, if you want, I can actually mute her. You know that. But then you've got to live with her for the rest of the evening. Well, for the
She'll
of
stand
your
off
life,
camera just giving me daggers.
Okay,
Craig, over to you for the scores on the doors.
Okay, the scores after that round, that was 15 points. 3
Oof.
correct.
Oof.
Not bad.
That's not bad at all, sir. Not bad at all. I think that was more than Matt got in his difficult round.
Yeah, well, he had England questions, didn't he, for his difficult
He did,
round?
yes, yeah.
So are we going general now? Is that
That's the idea. Yeah.
Right, let's do it. So you've got 2 lifelines left. You've got your second guess and your switch question. Okay. So question 1 on general football, Dan. Which team received the most red cards in the Premier League last season with 6?
I'm gonna say Arsenal.
Okay, that is incorrect.
I won't use my second guess.
No. Okay, it was actually Brighton.
Oh.
Brighton got 6. Do you know how many? Do you know how many Burnley?
I should have used it.
Was that your second guess? Yeah.
Brighton were the first thing that came to mind, but because of the way Xhaka played against Burnley and he got sent off the first time, and I know what David Luiz is like for the odd red here and there. Yeah. I second guessed myself. I'm gutted because I actually had Brighton.
Yeah. Do you know how many Burnley got?
Zilch.
Yeah, you had 1.
One?
The Premier League says you got 1, but then it was overturned. So, so when you click through, Eric Peters is in the list. And then I watched that the other day. I don't know how that got overturned, to be honest, but it did. But anyway. So
you get Burnley, goody two shoes. We don't get any red cards, United.
Okay, question 2. Which player holds the Premier League record for the most appearances with 653?
Most appearances. How many appearances was it?
653.
It's strange because I'm thinking it could be a goalkeepers have a lot more years in them sometimes. I'm thinking it could be a goalkeeper. Most appearances. This is a wild stab in the dark, but I'm going to go Petr Cech.
That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Thing is, I wouldn't know who if I even took. I should have took the Brighton one. Yeah, If I used it now, it'd be pointless because I wouldn't know.
No. Okay. It was Gareth Barry.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Even Chris looked surprised there.
No, that was one of those where when I would have never have guessed it, but when you said it, it was like, oh yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
He was around for years, wasn't he?
Okay, question 3. In Euro 2020, just finished, 2 players topped the goal scoring table with 5. Portugal's Ronaldo was 1. Who was the other?
I saw it as well on somebody's Twitter the other day. Not long after the tournament, they put a screenshot of it out saying I should still get paid for top goal scorer.
Yeah.
Was it Patrick Schick?
It was indeed Patrick Schick. Well done. Yes. Ronaldo got the award because he had 1 assist. So, yeah. Which I never knew that was a thing, but they decided to bring it in. So
he's got enough awards in his bloody cabinet. He should have at least donated it, shouldn't he?
Yeah, just pass it over. Yeah. But well done. Got that. Question 4. Where will the 2026 World Cup be held?
Is that Germany?
That is incorrect.
Germany's the next. Oh, sorry, you might go for a second here.
No, I think I know what you're going to say. Germany's the next Euros, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. You going to use your lifeline?
Yeah, I'm going to use my second guess, and I'm going to go Saudi Arabia.
That is also incorrect, I'm afraid.
Oh, God.
It's actually the first time the tournament has been held with 3 joint hosts. It's the USA, Canada, and Mexico.
Wow.
Oh.
Came as a surprise to me as well.
I know. I think the only reason why I've probably gone Saudi Arabia, I think they're on about staging a bid, aren't they, at some point?
I think so. And I'd guess it'll see how the Qatar one goes, but I would imagine that Saudi have got enough money to buy it. So
yeah, should have.
Can I just say, Dan, both of us knew that. We're just pretending we didn't to make you feel better.
And the final question in this section. Who was the last player to have been sent off whilst playing for the senior England team?
Is this just throughout friendlies, everything? Or is this in international fixtures?
It's international fixtures, but the senior team, so not any 21s or anything.
Was it not Wayne Rooney against Portugal?
That is incorrect, and because you haven't got your second guess, I can't give you it. It was actually there was 2 players sent off in the UEFA Nations League game against Denmark in October 2020. Harry Maguire got sent off, and then Reece James got sent off after the final whistle when arguing with the ref.
No wonder Denmark were bitter in Euros.
Exactly.
Right, let's have a look how everybody did with their comments. Right, let's go here. Where did we end up? I know they're a bit behind time here, but Ankit says Dan's winning hands down.
I'm really not.
We'll see in a second. Arsenal, Spurs, Tycho, I presume you're Leicester. I'm not sure though. You got not us. I can't remember what that question was for, to be honest with you.
Might have been the World Cup hosts.
No, because it was Arsenal, Spurs. I know Spurs are desperate to get a lot of money in, but I don't think they could.
The red cards.
host the World
Red
Cup.
cards. Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah. He got Barry Ankit. I mean, come on, round of applause for Ankit here. He got Gareth Barry. Well done.
There you go, Ankit.
Mind you, I tell you what, I bet he's on Google. I bet he's on Google.
Or he put it in after Craig had said answer.
Yeah, because I'm not on that. These guys can't see the answers, so you're putting them up there. Don't worry, they can't see them. The beautiful Kate. That's because all players are in A&E, Chris. Honest. Ankit Barry broke Speed's record, if I'm not wrong. To be totally honest with you, Ankit, I have no idea, so I'll say you know your stuff there. But he came good again with Schick, Patrick Schick here, Jordan. What's up, bro? If you'd heard the conversation before, it's not an awful lot, but thanks very much. Welcome along. No clue there. Canada, Ankit is coming good. It's coming good. Yes. Canada. You'd have got a third of a point. He then added Mexico. And he is half Canadian. So he got Rooney. He's an Arsenal fan, apparently. Never mind, mate. Never mind. We all have our cross to bear. Is that Jack, by the way? Is Tycho Jack? Because he just agreed to do the Arsenal one. Well, his dad's agreed on his behalf, so we'll see. Craig, how did Dan do in that round?
Dan got 3 points in that round.
Oh, strong start with the Leicester ones, but Dan,
surprisingly,
you had a mazy there, as we like to say.
Yeah.
But now we're looking at a clean sweep, aren't we, Dan? Now,
well, it depends.
Yeah,
it's the Burnley questions. And what lifelines he got left?
He's got the switch question.
The switch question.
They can bring on a sub. Yeah. Okay. Let's go for it, Dan. Question 1. How many times have Burnley been champions of England?
Twice.
Correct. Do you know the years? No extra points, but
there's one in the 20s and one in the 60s, I think.
It was the 2021 season and 59-60.
Oh, yeah.
Well done.
Before all of our time, that was.
Yeah. Sean Dyche replaced who as permanent manager of Burnley in 2012?
Oh, I'm second guessing myself. Eddie Howe?
It is Eddie Howe. Well done.
I nearly forgot about Eddie Howe. I nearly went all full out and said Brian Laws then.
Oh, wow. Question number 3. From which club did Burnley buy Nick Pope in 2016?
Charlton?
Correct. Well done. I thought he was a homegrown product, to be honest. I was quite surprised that you'd bought him. Question 4. Clean sweep, Dan. It's on.
It's on. You've called it early now. That's it. Next one's wrong.
Okay. Who scored their first senior goal for Burnley in the 4-2 away defeat to Leicester in September 2020? So it was last season.
And they scored their debut goal?
Yep.
Oh, so it was their first goal for Burnley, not just, it wasn't their debut?
No, it was their first senior goal. Yeah.
Against Leicester.
Come on, there's not that many that score against Leicester, Dan. You've now got a long list to choose from.
I know, but it won't have been Chris Wood last season, so... I'm going to have to go Dwight McNeil.
It was Jimmy Dunn.
Oh, yeah, backstick header.
Yeah.
He's just left us for QPR and all.
Oh, was he? Oh,
yeah, he was. We offered him a new deal, but he's 23 now and he obviously wants regular team football, so I can't blame him.
Oh.
I was about to say you weren't looking over towards Kate and Kate helping you there, but obviously
No.
that answer she wasn't.
As I said, Chris jinxed it. Oh, you're on for clean sweep. Put dish.
Craig said that, not me. Not me. That's like saying, "Oh, England are going to get all the penalties."
Oh, it's coming home.
Yeah. But you just bought the guy from Forest, haven't you? Who looks a decent prospect, to be honest, the young centre half.
Who's that?
Is it Nathan?
Oh, that's the guy from Stoke, Nathan Collins.
Stoke, sorry, not Forest. Yeah. So
it's decent. It's decent. I mean, 12 million on a centre back when last season we only spent 750k. I mean, it's a start.
Yeah. Okay, let's get you back on track then, Dan. Question 5. 2 players hold the record for Burnley's most expensive signing. Chris Wood is one. Can you name the other?
It'd been Nathan Collins as of this season, who's joined.
I think he joined for 12.
Yeah.
Chris Wood cost 15.
I'm going to call it Stephen Defoe.
No, it's actually the little seen Ben Gibson.
Oh, yeah. God.
Yeah.
I didn't even think. To be fair, I've not seen him many times in Claret and Blue. I think he played one game in Europa League and that was it.
Yeah, 15 mil.
What a waste.
Okay. I was going to say let's get you back on track with this next one, but I'm not so sure. But you may well know this. Okay, question 6. Burnley played at Wembley in 1973. In which competition?
I'm trying to think whether... Was that the FA Cup against Spurs? I'm going to go the FA Cup against Spurs.
No, it wasn't. You actually lost in the semi-finals that year. So it was actually the Charity Shield. Champions Liverpool and cup holders Sunderland chose not to take part. So you were second division champions and you were invited to play against the holders of the Shield, who were Man City. And you beat them 1-0 thanks to a goal from Colin Waldron.
Nice.
Every day,
like that, isn't it? Like we only won our only Community Shield because we were invited because other people couldn't be bothered.
So you actually won the Charity Shield.
Christ, we won something. Yeah, I'm going to go out and celebrate now.
At Wembley as well. Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't remember that. Come on, mate. There's not a lot up there that you got to remember it against. And don't forget, you've still got your switch question, Dan.
You have, yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 7. Which player holds the record for the most Premier League appearances for Burnley?
I think I'm torn between two. Most Premier League appearances. I'm going to have to go Ben Mee.
With 196, it is Ben Mee. Well done.
I nearly went Ashley Barnes, but he's the one that holds the goal scoring record in the Premier League for Burnley.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
So that is right. Back on track now. Okay, question 8. According to the Premier League's website, which of these 3 players played the most Premier League minutes last season? Ashley Barnes, Jay Rodriguez, or Eric Peters?
Who got the most minutes out of the 3?
Yep.
Right. I'm ruling J-Rod out. See, Ashley Barnes started the season a little bit, and he kept sticking with him, even though him and Chris Wood were misfiring. But I think we're missing Charlie Taylor for quite some time as well. I'm going to say Eric Peters got the most minutes.
Eric Peters had 1,262. Jay Rodriguez had 1,256. Ashley Barnes had 1,336. So it was Ashley Barnes.
Was it?
Yep. 1,336 versus 1,262.
Thought I had that one.
Yeah. I remember you can only switch a question before or not
before you answer. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have. Yeah. So here we go. So you've got 2 questions left plus your switch if you want to use it. You might. Okay. So question 9. In the championship winning side of 2015-16, who was the club's top scorer?
In 2015-16, Andre Gray.
Correct, with 23 goals. Well done.
I can't believe he's rumoured to sign for Blackburn.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah, apparently Watford are offering him in a swap deal plus cash for Adam Armstrong.
Oh, are they? I like
Apparently
Armstrong. I like Armstrong. I think he's worth a punt for someone. I do.
Yeah, he's not a bad little player.
No. Okay,
so moving if he's going to Blackburn then.
So final question, Dan. Let's go out in a blaze of glory. Who knocked Burnley out of the 2018-19 Europa League final playoff round, thereby denying them entry into the group stages?
Those cheating, ref buying, dirty Greek Olympiacos, the arseholes.
Let it go.
They were spitting. They were kicking us about like no tomorrow. Honestly, it came out afterwards that they were bribing referees and things like that. It was just, but yeah, Olympiacos.
Yeah, it was Olympiacos 4-2 on aggregate. After you'd knocked out, do you know the 2 teams you'd knocked out on the way to get there?
Aberdeen.
Yeah.
And it were Turkish side. I think it was. Can't get Antalyaspor out my head, but I don't think it was them.
It was Istanbul Martin Bashir.
Yeah.
Sorry, Istanbul Bashir. That's what it was. Yeah. But well done. I'll tell you what, because this, unless we're likely to have another Burnley fan on, this sub-question is no use to anyone. So I might give it you anyway. It's not worth anything, but it's worth kudos if you can get this right. And you might be glad you never went for it, to be honest. Burnley played away at Leicester on Thursday, the 9th of May, 1974, 12 days after the end of the season and 5 days after the FA Cup final. Why?
Shits and giggles, I think. No, I don't know.
I bet you're glad you never went for that one.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't even know there was trivia behind this. I don't know. Was there some sort of natural disaster or something that stopped football for?
No, this is the FA. Okay, so between the years,
it could be bloody anything then.
Exactly. So between the years, we're all learning something here. Between the years 1970 and 1974, the FA thought it would be a good idea to have an FA Cup 3rd and 4th place playoff.
Wow.
So we both lost in the semi-finals, and so we had a playoff for 3rd and 4th, and you actually beat us 1-0 with a goal from Ray Hankin, and all the participant players got a tankard to commemorate their participation.
See, that's strange because I've actually seen the tankard as well in the in the very tiny trophy cabinet.
Yeah. You never wondered what it was for?
No, I just thought it was something that Bob Lowe drank out of or something.
Oh, there you go. That's why you've got it. Yeah.
Hey, just remember,
today,
though, mate, you've still got
today,
more than Tottenham in theirs.
So today you've learned that you've actually won a trophy at Wembley and a tankard
by beating Leicester.
I've done what a lot of Premier League teams have done this season. I've done well away from home, but at home, not so well.
Yeah.
Well, just to rub salt in the wounds, the missus says, even I'm surprised you didn't say Ashley Barnes.
Yeah, I were going to say Ashley Barnes because obviously I even said though. I even said in that question, didn't I, that to be fair, he was still getting games even though he was bang out of form. But I just thought that Charlie Taylor wasn't. I just had this feeling Charlie Taylor wasn't an ever present last season, so I went Eric Peters. I'm shocked.
Me thinks that Kate is going to make your life hell tonight, mate. I really do. Okay, but we're going to find out exactly how well you did trade after this.
You are watching and listening to Chris
And Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube.
and your favourite podcasts.
I don't know if that played or not, but this is what we're up against. So 44 was the target you were aiming for. How many did you get in that last round, Craig?
He got 16.
16. So his total is?
Sorry, no, he didn't get 16 at all.
Oh.
I'm giving you too many there. Sorry, mate. Sorry.
You were giving him that extra points there. Hey, he said Olympiacos were taking bribes. I want to see. I want to see your bank accounts, young Craig.
Yeah, that was me. That was me and my terrible adding up. So he got 12.
I think we need to get Sepp Blatter in here to check for any misdoings.
What you should have done is said you can only take my first answer.
So that's a total of
30 points.
I'm sorry, Dan. I'm going to have to give you this.
That's harsh. Brilliant. That's harsh.
He's going to pass that on to everybody that doesn't top the Leicester fan. I'll tell you that now.
Oh, yes. The thing is, do you want to see the one that you would have got if you'd beaten the Leicester fan?
Yeah.
So that one might actually have been better for you.
Yeah. It's not a soul destroying, really, is it?
No. Who would you suddenly like and do? I mean, it is a Daddy Chips one, isn't it? You know.
Plus, it's a perfect description of himself in that Clarkson's farm because he knows jack shit on that, doesn't he? So
true.
I've never seen that. I've been told to watch it, but I'm just doing Criminal Minds at the moment. So, Dan, how do you feel now it's all over?
I said to Mrs. before I started, I said, if I get 30 points, I'll be happy with that. So yeah. I was totaling around that area. I've shocked myself more that I knew more probably about Leicester than I did my own club.
You did. That was your highest scoring round.
The questions that bit easier though, because you're not a Leicester fan. I don't want to sort of, piss on your parade here, Dan. But
feels like you are.
But I tell you what though, Dan, Matt made the comment that when you're actually being asked now, like in this position, it is a lot harder. And as soon as Craig says the answer, you go, oh, God, yeah, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean, the fact that the question that I asked, I used my lifeline to ask yourself, Chris. I was going to say Man United, but I second-guessed myself with Arsenal, and I thought I'll use the Ask Chris one because obviously it's a Leicester question.
Yes.
So, yeah. That's another one. I think G400 might have donated it with being a Lancashire lad. So.
Hang on, I've got to go like this, haven't I? Hang on. Isn't it like...
Yeah, I'm going to say, Chris,
wow.
Bully's aged a bit.
Yeah. He's got a bit of weight on as well, and he was bloody fat back in the 70s.
Skin's a bit more leathery.
Oh God, you deserve that, loser.
But yeah, no, it's one of those. The Brighton one as well. I knew that, but I ended up second guessing myself on that. You put yourself on the spot, and ones that you should have said. As I say, it's gone now. But as long as I'm up in that top three.
You're in the top two, but there's only been 2 played.
Yeah. Hey, I was second with 0 points, so I'll take second with 30.
Actually, if you look at the table as it stands at the moment, the proper Premier League table, I think you're about 4th or 5th. Do you want Trump to stop it now?
Stop the count. Stop the count.
Dan, amazing, mate. Thanks very much for that.
No, I really enjoyed it. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
I hope you stop sweating now.
Sweating, mate. The top's coming off, tits are coming out, and that's it. I'm back at backyard.
That's Kate. What about you?
That's me putting my top over her, saying, "Get indoors, neighbours outside."
You be careful in that sun, mate.
I'll try my best.
And if we don't see you before, we shall see you on the 9th of August for the Premier League prediction chart. Yes, so good luck with that. Hey, thanks for coming on, mate. It's been a laugh. You're always a great laugh. Give a shout out. There is a link to your YouTube page in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. But give it a shout out as well.
No problem. So the page is at Turfmoor House. We're going to be doing a lot of content. Potentially, now that restrictions have been lifted, we may be doing not live feeds, but a video beforehand at games, etc. We've got a friendly against Oldham next Saturday, which hopefully, if they're allowing fans, we'll be able to go there.
Pre-season, eh? We've got Burton Albion.
We've got Oldham, Blackpool, and Nottingham Forest, and I think you can pay on the gate for Oldham. Blackpool, they're going to release ticket information if it's not cancelled, because the game with Rangers has been cancelled due to COVID in the Blackpool camp. And Forest are only allowing home supporters, so
you don't want to go to Forest anyway. It's a dump.
Nah, exactly. The shitty ground is what it should be called.
Exactly.
But yeah, at Turfmoor House on Facebook, Twitter, and all that stuff.
And on the podcast as well.
Yeah. I do keep forgetting to do them. I'm still learning how to work it on the Anchor website, so. I'm getting the hang of it, though. Mate.
It takes 2 minutes.
I'm doing it on my phone, though. Phone, so it's a bit more fiddly.
Yes, it would be. Anyway, mate, all the best to you. All the best to Kate. Kate, keep your T-shirt on. Remember those neighbours. And make sure Dan doesn't stay out in the sun too long.
Yeah, well, Doghouse has got a bit of a, greenhouse look to it, so...
All the best. Thanks very much,
Dan.
The
best. Cheers for the questions, Craig. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Cheers, Dan.
Great. Thanks for coming on, mate. Take care.
Speak to you both soon. Cheers. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, well done to Dan. It is hard because we used to have in the preview show. You used to always have ask me a question, didn't I? And I more often than not got it wrong.
There were some stinkers I gave you, though, Chris, to be fair.
There were. Thank you. I'm going to edit that bit out. I'm going to clip that and save that and use that. There were some stinkers. Ankit, thank you very much, mate. Get over and
cheers, Ankit.
To Ankit's page as well. RC Bain, Chelsea Fan TV there. He's coming on in August, 2nd of August.
Mm-hmm.
He will be on. And we will see you on Wednesday, Craig, for we'll see you on Wednesday for Tottenham. Yes. I'm sure you got some really tasty questions for them or him, Tommy, I should say. So we shall see. Mm-hmm. But well done, mate. Thanks as always. It's been a pleasure for you. And we'll speak after in a second. But thanks very much, mate. Take care.
Yes, bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. So thanks to Craig there. Great questions he sets. He did for the Leicester ones. He did for that one. Well done to Dan. it's difficult. It's difficult, but Leicester still top. Yes, 2 weeks running. Will they still be there on Wednesday? Oh, who knows? We're going to be back. We are. We're going to be back on Wednesday with another version of this. The Tottenham questions, like I say. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for joining in and answering the questions and playing along. But mainly thanks to the two guys that were in with me tonight, helping me out. That was Dan from Turf Moorhouse TV. Go over there, give it a sub. It's a great channel. He's a great guy. And, of course, Craig there, the Magnus Magnuson of Leicester Till I Die. See you on Wednesday. Oh, and I say, if you want to listen to this back and hear Dan not beating Leicester, he forgets it, and then I had to remind him, and then I went and forgot it, that you can get us on all the main podcast sites, Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, Google, Anchor. They're all on there. There's about 12 we're on. Get on there, have a listen to us while you're doing the washing up. And that's for the guys. Take care. See you Wednesday at 7.
Hello,
good night now.
Matt Elliott here. Be sure to watch Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and follow all them social media platforms for all the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Thanks for watching Leicester Till I Die. This is Chris saying goodbye and see you next time.
To an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.